how to apply Symbiotech PROTECH, the world's most advanced and durable protection to this natural python boot. In the box, you're going to get a 15 ml bottle of PROTECH, which is enough to do between 5 and 10 pairs of boots, and a no-soak applicator. This applicator has a barrier between the two sides, so you can use it for different applications or as a leveling towel, which we'll discuss later. First thing you want to do on any natural smooth leather finish is a test spot. So this is just to ensure color fastness. This is safe on all leather and vinyl materials, but some material is super dehydrated and you can darken the material. So just to ensure you're happy with the finish, always do a test spot. So you're going to fold your applicator into force, you're going to shake the bottle, and you're going to apply a few drops to the leading edge of the applicator. Now, when you do a test spot, just find an inconspicuous area on the back of the boot and just do a small area so that way it doesn't change the whole boot or the whole area. Now, this will lighten over time, but apply it and wait 5 minutes. As you can see, I've already done a test spot on this other boot right here, and it turned out fantastic. So we're good to roll. Now that I've ensured that I'm going to be happy with the look and that the color fastness, I'm going to apply a larger amount, like 8 to 10 drops on my applicator. A little goes a long way with this. Now, with a snakeskin boot, because of the scales, you want to go with the grain on your first application. So go in the direction of the scales, because this is a dehydrated boot and you can lift the scales, but instantly you can see how the PROTECH just makes those colors come alive and pop and just really brings out the vibrance of this boot. So I'm going to go ahead and do one good application around the entire boot, reapplying when necessary. Again, this goes a long way and it's not going to soak through, so it shouldn't take much product to do the entire boot. Usually about 1 to 2 mils to do an entire pair of boots. So I'm really going to do a good job on the toe box because that takes the most force and has the highest chance of damage. So now that I've done the entire vamp or lower of the boot, I'm going to readjust my applicator so that I have product on both sides, and I'm going to get right up against where the sole and the vamp meet. This is, again, a very underprotected area. It is the lowest to the ground other than the sole, so it's going to take a lot of damage. Now, because it's a little challenging to get up against this area, I'm going to take a credit card or something hard to just help really make sure that I get as deep down between the vamp and the sole as possible. Do that around the entire boot. Now wait 5 to 10 minutes, and now it should be dry to the touch. And we're going to do a second test spot to see if some material you can do 2 layers, some only 1 without substantial darkening. I've only had 1 boot that got a little bit darker, but I always do 2 test spots after the initial application, do a second test spot to ensure, again, that it's not going to absorb too much moisture. And this is full soak technology. This PROTECH will protect all the way through. There's nothing else on the market that's ever been created like it. As you can see, it is just absolutely making these boots pop. The look is just a secondary benefit. The protection that this provides is number one. There's nothing on the market that will protect for as long or to the same level. This breaches down and soaks through and protects the entire layer, but it also creates a film on the top that's going to help wear, tear, spills, stains, water damage, and just all the things you don't want happening to your expensive boots. Again, second application, going to get the card and really get up against the between the sole and the vamp. Work all the way around the boot again. Now I'm going to lightly go against the grain, so against the scale. I'm not going to put any pressure. What I want to do is just get underneath the scales just a little bit, that area that's going to eventually show and is going to be very susceptible to water damage. I want to get under there just a little bit. So very lightly, I go against the grain to tuck the product in as much as I can. No pressure on this though. Now, if you're going to do the shaft, now's the time to do it. Typically, I only do 1 layer on the shaft if I do any, and that's because the shaft is protected by the pant, so you don't need to be as diligent about protecting it, and it's higher off the ground. So typically, I don't do any layer, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to do a quick layer around the entire shaft of the boot. Just ensure that you work it in really, really well. Again, doesn't take a lot of product. Make sure up against where the vamp and the shaft meet, you get really tight in that area where that seam is. One quick layer. Now we're going to wait 5 to 10 minutes, and we're going to do one of two things. We're going to level off any excess with either the backside of the applicator or a clean new microfiber towel. It really doesn't matter. I typically save my applicators for another application on another boot, or I do multiple boots at one time. But all I'm doing is just trying to level off any, if there for some reason there's still wet liquid on the surface after 10 minutes, just level that off. Very rarely does that happen. Usually it all cures and bonds to the boot. But you can see a side by side, that left boot, the boot that is protected, it looks better. It's going to last longer. It's going to resist stains and scuffs and damage and UV exposure. So this is the best protection that's ever been created for materials like this, any leather or vinyl. You'll get up to a year of protection out of one application. And there you go, Symbiotech PROTECH on this natural python boot. And man, the difference is just, it's stunning. Now we're going to do a quick water test at the end here so you can see instantly how PROTECH protects against the elements. I'm going to start by doing the non-protected boot, and you're going to notice instantly how the water starts to absorb. And that's not what you want, because that is, as soon as it breaches and starts to absorb, it's damaging your boot. You can see the boots that is protected, the water just bounces right off, doesn't absorb, and you can see no water there. And this is just, I mean, the whole area is saturated. Now, it really gets interesting. This is 10 minutes later. 10 minutes later, the PROTECH boot is still perfectly dry, and the non-protected boot, you can see this water's just been saturating and potentially damaging this boot since application, or since the water hit it. So this is what you want to avoid, and this is one of the things that PROTECH does above anything else.